This is exactly right.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye. Everyone loves the idea of spending an afternoon curled up with a good book.
Well, grow up, because it's almost impossible.
Luckily, you can take your next great story with you on Audible.
Audible has a massive selection of titles to choose from, including This American Life, new books by Michael Connelly, along with classics from Agatha Christie, and so much more.
Whether you want a mystery, a true crime story, or something completely different, there's always something new to listen to.
New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com/MFM.
Audible, stories that speak to you.
Goodbye.
Hey, everybody. Here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Hello, and welcome
to Rewind with Karen and Georgia.
It's Wednesday, which can only mean one thing.
We're recapping our old shows with all new commentary, updates, and insights.
And today we're recapping episode 47, which we named at the time Live at the Bell House.
Can you guess where we were and what was happening at this moment? I bet you can't guess.
This episode came out on December 15th, 2016. Of course, the 5th anniversary of Impractical Joker's premiere. You know that.
We were forever changed. All right, so let's listen to the intro of episode 47, where we are live at the Bell House.
Hi, everybody.
This is our conference about global warming.
It's not the problem you think it is.
No.
We're here to tell you, don't worry about the ice sheet disappearing.
No.
It's going to be better.
You're going to die so much sooner than that happens. So who cares?
The fastest dying. Guys.
Oh my God, the Bell House, finally. This is so cool. We're finally, we've been planning this.
We've been thinking about it.
We've been talking about it.
We've been talking to each other and to Andrew here at the Bell House about it.
And here we are.
We booked this gig ourselves. Thank you.
We didn't know. And so we did it.
Yeah, we were like, it doesn't matter. We should do probably a small, intimate venue.
Yeah. We're really excited about this. We have a guest, a murderino storier.
I think next time we should ask for wireless Janet Jackson mics so we can just really roam the stage as
like
we
this?
Clearly want. Yeah, do some Black Cat before we actually sit down.
Can I get some murder in my mind?
Anything. I would just want to show everybody. I don't know if you know, but we were at Sephora earlier.
Oh.
Did you see that?
Hence all the makeup on my face.
I have
and on Karen's hand.
So much lipstick on right now. This is the closest I could get to the Crown Elizabeth lip color. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh my God, I'm not gonna tell you.
Wow.
I fucking hate that.
I mean,
It's mine.
the fucking audacity. No, I'm kidding. You're sweet. I love you.
Are you Beonkers or what? That's my friend Millie saying
Beonkers.
Beonkers. Hi, Millie. We actually were in Sephora, a very crowded Brooklyn Sephora.
Yeah.
And I was squatted down, putting every color of lip and eye thing I could on my face.
I saw it.
And Georgia had immediately broken off from me and begun to get a makeover.
No.
Stop it. And
Yeah.
I at one point I crossed an aisle and there was just a woman doing this and Georgia's just standing there getting her face brushed.
I actually kind of hated it because I was like, what color matches me? And I want you to hand it to me. I don't want you to use your fucking brushes that you've used on every fucking person in the world for the past fucking 24 hours. And like, maybe put some alcohol on it. And I'm like, I just was like, I'm breaking out.
Yeah.
As we speak.
You pulled it off well. I thought you were really
Thank
enjoying
you.
yourself.
I just didn't want to hurt her feelings, but I wanted to be like, don't fucking touch me with that
Don't touch me.
brush.
Well, yeah, at Sephora, there's gonna be a germ issue for sure. But also, you know what I don't like is like they ask if they can help you, and I do want a very specific kind of help.
Yeah.
But I don't want. They always try to get you to let them do your face. It's like, no, I just want to know the exact number of the taupe lip line. That's what I'm talking about.
I wanted that too. She was like, well, first take your makeup off and then come over here. And I was like,
No! Fuck. Get out of here.
I know. I was like, just fucking put it on top, dude. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. Anyways.
So you broke off to have that happen to you. I was off by myself squatting like a fucking weirdo. And then I hear, you know, like when you're in a public place, I don't know if you're like me, in a public place, if I hear someone go like, blah, 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 I never think it's to me. And
she turned and gave me she did one of these of like, don't fucking, you know, like she didn't know I was talking about her.
No, I just don't, I don't like shouting. And
the girl goes, oh, she just gave us a dirty look. The girl who had been like, I'm a huge fan of your podcast.
And I was like, fuck you. I'm looking at eyeshadow right now. But I just thought it was a teen shouting in a public place. And I wanted to show them that that's not allowed. And
why we don't have
instead
kids.
it was a girl who worked at Sephora. Even better, a girl who worked at Sephora who liked our podcast. And
like, how do you know who we are in person?
Because of our lip colors. She knows our shit.
It's crap.
It was super fun after I stopped being super bitchy to her.
I was just at dinner down the street, and these two sweet girls at a table, like they weren't even obnoxious. They were like, hey, we're gonna go see your show in a minute. And I was like, thank you. And
Is that you?
Hey.
Now they're fucking obnoxious. Everyone's here. Everyone's watching.
It's because I sugared them up because I bought them fucking chocolate cake.
Ooh,
and
nice.
the waitress was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, send them some cake. And she was like, do you know them?
That's so Hollywood of you.
Big timing it.
I'll send you cake.
I can afford $8 cake.
Yeah.
Don't
Eat
know.
it. Eat that cake.
Eat the fucking cake. Eat the cake.
Eat
That's
it.
not a mic, that's a beer.
Eat her cake. Eat the cake she sends to you. Guys, anyhow, we gotta go.
Live show corner. Oh, Karen.
It's fine. It's fine.
You have a lifesaver.
I have this is just a mint in case I get worried later on.
I swear.
Gotta have that shit with you. We should have asked for some kind of a break point up there.
Like what?
I was just thinking a private shelf sneeze area they couldn't see through. Yeah. So we could have all our secrets.
What if we have a fucking frame photo of Steven and the cats up here? Is that weird?
Could you imagine how great this Christmas would be? Sorry.
He actually is babysitting the cats. I feel like every time we do a live show and he's babysitting the cats, it's like how it should be.
That's right. Him away and us here.
Yeah.
We are drinking in all the glory and him doing the work like Cinderella.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Damon. I'm gonna start calling him Steve from now on.
Steve.
Because he's such a like, if there's anywhere in the world he belongs, it's like Brooklyn. He's got the uneven hair and a tiny borderline Hitler mustache where I'm like, that could be problematic if you lived anywhere else.
He's such a Steven, so calling him Steve would be such a fucking insult.
Where it's like, Steve, fucking jean jacket much, Steve? Pick me up in your dad's truck, Steve.
Oh, an angel.
Oh, anyway. It started snowing in New York.
Thanks, you guys.
I had better hair earlier, but then the snow came.
I have really cute coats that don't do anything.
Georgia, when I met Georgia today,
This is the first time we met.
We met, and we really get along. I met her on the street corner, and she is wearing the thinnest. I think it's a coat that Jane Fonda wore in Clute. Like it's just a very thin, body shaping, taupe-colored
It's
coat.
like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego coat, right?
Yes,
However,
but with a smaller lapel.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you dying in that coat? What are you doing?"
No.
She doesn't give a fuck, you guys.
No, I do give a fuck. I just act like I don't.
Oh.
That's the secret to not giving a fuck.
Oh, okay. Do you just feel it deep down inside?
Yeah.
What if we were already getting the light? End it now.
You guys fucking cut. You guys end on a high note. That's kind of low.
Bye. We just kind of updated you on our day.
Yeah, bye.
And then we're going to leave.
I went to a bar on Friday night called the Vince. Where's Vince? What's it called? He's not even fucking
Oh my God, he
here.
left your own show.
My fucking
You
husband.
have to get divorced.
That's a bar. What? Madeira's. Thank you. I don't know. Thank
That
you.
is not her husband.
So I was at this bar. I think it was like in like Cobble Hill, and it was like a kind of a divey bar called Madeira's, and like we ended up sitting like talking to locals, which is like only a thing you do in Brooklyn. It was like the coolest people, and like the fucking old timer like alcoholic dude who was so cool was into fucking serial killers, and then this like couple comes in, and you could tell that they've been there a lot, but they're like cool and young, and he was a fucking criminal defense attorney.
What?
Like this cute little baby with like dimples, and his fucking girlfriend, who was like so cute, like this cute little hipster, was a fucking she was a forensic what is auditor?
A what?
A forensic auditor.
She
audits shit, and then she's
she
like,
does taxes for dead people? What?
no,
I
she does
wanna
taxes,
do that.
and then she's like, you're going to jail, you fucking bad man.
no.
Like, so a company's like, this guy's doing something wrong, and she comes in there and like does the books, and I'm like, badass. Like, chicks are good at math. Fuck you. We're not, but like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And
Why
so
are
we
you saying
just
it to
sat
me?
there. No, I mean, you know what I mean.
Fuck you.
What are Roman numerals? I don't know.
No one knows.
So we just like, it was just like the best, and they were so cool.
What is forensic about auditing, though?
Well, forensic just means it's law. So it's when like, I know.
I wanted there to be like a bone in a file or something. It's like, what? Is this part of a spine?
1 heart plus 1 lung and 6 stab wounds equals 8 things.
You're going to jail, motherfucker.
No, it's just like, I mean, I felt bad for her. She just has to sit in a room and, you know, like with her like calculator.
That seems fun. Don't feel bad for her.
No. They were, but it was just like, it was such a fucking, it was so great.
You just got to have a real human experience.
Yeah, with people who are obsessed with fucking deathy things.
God bless.
I know.
I mean, that's us, right, everybody?
Yeah. And you. We have murders here.
And then we have a third person to present a murder, so we should bring her out now.
Let's bring her out.
She is our very good friend. You may have seen her on Girl Code. You may have seen her stand up all over the nation.
You may have already pre-ordered her book.
Oh, that's right.
Called Wedalicious, an unfiltered guide to being a bride. I've done that. Have you guys been a bride? It's fucking terrifying and awful. What?
I was just thinking about when I was, and I failed miserably
Terrible
soon
and
after.
awful.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
Why is that sad?
Here's Jamie Lee.
Jamie Lee, everybody. Love you.
Love you too.
Oh, love you too, girl.
Oh my God.
is so phony. Let's sit down. This is getting weird.
Oh my God. Hi.
Hi, guys. Am I not supposed to be in the middle?
This
should our guests
is
be in the-
aggressive, this microphone. Okay. Isn't that angle that on down?
How do we?
It's a little bit in our faces.
Let me go ahead and. Okay.
I
Anyways.
just bopped mine and it didn't move because that's not how mics work.
Does this feel kind of like we're at South by Southwest?
On a panel.
Giving a panel about how CDs don't exist anymore?
Guys, I brought you a gift.
What?
Yeah.
Stop it.
This is for both of you.
What is it?
You'll see.
It's a kitten. What is a kitten?
That's actually not far off. So because Elvis, as he can't travel, he's at home because cats don't travel well.
I
got you an Elvis understudy to bring with you on the road.
Let's see it.
It's Patsy, the
dead
podcast
cat.
alpaca. Isn't she fluffy? Isn't she an alpaca?
Patsy.
You know
The
why?
podcast
Do you know why
alpaca.
she's named Patsy?
No, why?
Because Patsy.
Patsy Jean-Benet Ramsey?
Fuck yeah, or Mom Benet Ramsey.
Jean-Benet Ramsey? Mom
So you
Benet.
pack her with you, and she'll bring you lots of luck, and also get fur all over your
We'll
clothes.
alpaca her in our suitcases.
Yeah.
Over we go.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Bye.
I just
Look
like
at
to,
her fur. It's just like dashing in the lights.
It's like the snow outside. I'd just like to tell a quick anecdote about when, so Jamie Lee and I sometimes take our dogs to the same dog park in Los Angeles, and we ran into each other there, and she was asking me about this date, and this was a couple months ago.
Yes.
And said, because she was going to be in New York at the same time, and she was like, when is it? Because I don't want to go to that show. And I go, why don't you be the guest? And she goes, oh my God, like that. I wish I could explain, sorry, that was really hard, but I wish I could explain her fucking One Direction reaction when I asked her to be the guest. It was the sweetest thing of all time.
But then you
I am
texted
so
me
excited to be
and you
here.
were like, hey, is it cool if Jamie's the guest?
I know.
Because I already told her she's the guest. And I was like, of course. No. You were like, hey, how about Jamie Lee is the guest? I'm like, yes. I'm like, good, because I already told her she's
I
the
already
guest.
asked.
Yeah, it was, thank fucking God. What if I was like, no? And here you are.
Is this right?
I don't know.
I think super high.
Oh, this feels good.
Super high and tilted down like
Should we do-
Radiohead.
Should we?
Let's get underneath it.
That's very Tom York of you, Karen.
Karma police.
Yes.
I don't know how we, and what do we even?
Everyone listen. Oh, yeah, I like it up there.
We're like
Everyone
the wrecking
listening
crew.
at home is like, what is happening right now?
Listeners
gonna
at
play
home,
bass.
you're missing nothing.
There's a lot of mic work going on.
Yeah. So who goes first in this situation?
Let's make the guest go first.
No, not fucking me. You go first. I don't know what I'm doing.
go first.
Really?
I told you they're so nice. Like, right?
Are you?
No, I will.
Okay, guys.
Are you going to be mad?
Am I going to be?
Are you mad right now?
I'm like, no. And then afterwards, I'm like, Karen, can I talk to
Can
you
I
for a
talk
minute?
to you in that really small bathroom back there?
Should we do one of us and then Jamie and then the other
I would love
one?
that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
clearly.
I would love that. Just to get in the zone, you know? Got to warm up.
I
Did
don't
you
know
just
who's-
rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
I don't know who goes first. Do you want? Are you fucking super? I'll go first.
No.
wanna
I was
go
just
first?
trying to think of who went first last time.
Does anyone know who went first? I was like, thank you. My God.
Oh, okay.
Guys,
Can we get the notes? Last week's notes, please.
who's the secretary of this club? Could you read the minutes back, please? Because
That's what I meant.
we're
Patsy
not
is.
paying attention. This was something that we could have figured out while we were at Sephora.
Why would we do that? No.
Any other time
No.
that we've been here for the past 24
But how charming was that, though? When we just like didn't know, because like we don't even think about it.
The torso killer. Anyone? Move the alpaca? I don't give a fuck what you can see. Shut your mouth.
No.
Really? Do you not know how to be in public? You don't get to talk. No talking. And now when I meet you afterwards, I'm gonna get in your fucking face.
Oh no! Patsy fell over. Patsy died.
When Karen is angry, it's Patsy falls over when Karen needs you to stop fucking talking.
Ask Patsy if she wants a cookie.
It's gonna be so disappointing, and I'm gonna get super sad.
She'll say something. Just ask her. Yeah.
Patsy, you want a cookie?
Yes.
Now
She's a lot more eloquent than your cat. I'm sorry.
Yes, it's my cheat
sad.
day. I'm not doing carbs right now, but I'll make an exception for you girls.
Thanks, Pat.
Patsy's really high class.
She's a little emo, but we're working through it.
And we're back.
Hi, I love Patsy the alpaca. That's just...
I mean, it's always great to bring some props.
Yeah. And it's classy to bring a gift to the hosts.
Always. Jamie Lee, classy lady. We also, I think it's really funny, I'm still talking about the lipstick from The Crown.
I know.
It won't go away.
I didn't realize how much of a theme there was until we started doing these.
Or do I have some sort of obsessive compulsive disorder? I mean, what in the hell? And then I just pull out my makeup drawer and there's 1,000 lipsticks inside. Or it's
do you do that? We're like, I love this color. You get home and you have 3 of them already.
I can't stop.
Oh my God.
Especially now that we're on video. It's like,
yeah.
Well, where is the lipstick that's going to bring it all home for me?
Totally. Like, this is the one that's going to be like, and like, should I try orange lipstick? Like, I know it's old fashioned, but like the old grandmas who had orange, like straight up orange lipstick, I've been kind of like,
oh yeah, get into that.
Should I?
They're rocking a coral feel.
Coral lipstick.
Very Florida in the 60s.
All right, I'll try it.
Just for anybody that gets upset or worried, that heckler that I yelled at was totally fine. We laughed about it after. We took pictures. It was all good.
I think that's like the beginning of the Karen, I hope Karen yells at me from the audience period. Like, I think that made people want, like, I know they do. They want you to yell at them. That's like their dream in the audience.
Well, here's the thing. When you are at a live show and somebody else decides, I'm in this too.
Right.
The rest of the audience hates it, but they can't do anything about it. So at least I'd stand up long enough to know that if you just kind of take it in hand and are mean, then everyone else is like, great, we'll all do that then.
Right, and
we'll
support her.
all not do that. Right. But over the years we learn, it's like you have to do it in a nicer way.
Yeah.
It was just like, my thing was, podcast audiences were so weird compared to what I was used to in stand-up.
Because we didn't know what we were doing. Like, as an audience member, is totally new, kind of.
Totally new.
Unless you were like, you know, you went to fucking Ira Glass's, like, beautiful, you know, an NPR thing that was fancy. And so there probably were no hecklers.
I would love it if there were hecklers at an NPR Ira Glass. He's interviewing someone about something really sensitive.
Wait, don't tell me. And someone just keeps yelling the answers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what?
Paula Poundstone, I saw you do stand-up.
Oh, sorry. I'm used to My Favorite Murder live shows. I didn't know what this was.
I thought this was like a stream of consciousness shouting match that we all agreed to pay for. But no, I guess I'm wrong. Okay.
I thought I was the main character, but it turns out... No.
Another thing to remember, not just criticizing the audience for being new, but this was the show where I was the tour agent.
Right.
So
you booked this.
I called, the Bell House was like, said, okay, we have a podcast. Can we come and do it there? They're like, sure. They're expecting 80 to 100 people to come.
Yeah.
Then when we announce it, they start getting calls and they sell out in 3 minutes. And it was the beginning of us starting to understand what was actually happening in reality as opposed to what was happening in George's apartment.
Right.
And the people at the Bell House were like, what did you do? What is this? Like, we are overrun. And we were just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that was wild. I think after this, we finally let our tour agent book shows from then on. Because it was
our touring agent came to us and was like, heard about the Bell House.
Please, yeah.
Yeah.
Please let me.
I've actually got a plan. I was like, no, I'll be the touring agent.
Karen's got it. She knows someone at the Bell House. Okay.
Karen's going to go back to all the places where she bombed doing stand-up comedy and see if they remember her name. And then that will be our tour. Sounds great, Karen.
I didn't know any better. Like, when have I booked a fucking show before? Who knows?
I mean, it was a fun idea. We were like, hey, we should do this live since since it's going well. That was the energy behind it.
All right, let's get into the story because this is a big one and this is just crazy awful. And there are multiple updates which I want to hear about. So let's listen to Karen's story about the torso killer.
The future has an annoying habit of always showing up.
That's why now is a great time to start planning ahead.
Enter Acorns.
Acorns is a smart way to give your money a chance to grow. You can sign up in minutes and start automatically investing, even if it's your spare change.
The Acorns potential screen shows you the power of compounding and how your money could grow over time. You can quickly adjust how much you're investing every day, week, or month to make sure you're always building towards your goals.
Whether you're just starting out or thinking about settling down, Acorns supports your big and small goals across every stage of life. Sign up now and Acorns will boost your new account with a $5 bonus investment.
Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $27 billion with Acorns.
Head to acorns.com/MFM or download the Acorns app to get started.
Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns.
Tier 2 compensation provided, potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings.
Does not include Acorns fees. Results do not predict or represent the performance of any Acorns portfolio. Investment results will vary. Investing involves risk.
Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have like 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Can I please talk about the torso killer? He's your fucking killer, and I want to tell you about him. So there's a man named Richard Francis Cottingham, and he did a little work in the 80s here in the New York City metropolitan area that I don't know if anybody knows about. I actually had never heard of him, and someone else, like in passing, a friend of mine was like, have you ever heard of the torso killer? And I got all up in their face like, that's Cleveland, that's not gonna help me. And then they're like, no, New York City had their own torso killer. And I was like, well, God bless America. And this took place primarily in 1980. And so I looked up on a website what was happening in 1980 that was different than 2016. And so I'll just list a couple things just to paint the picture, just to set it up for
Georgia was born.
In 1980? Yeah. Oh, girl, you look good.
I'm not supposed to? Thank you.
No, that was a straight compliment.
Oh, thank you.
Let's
Karen
see.
is using Patsy as a music stand.
I mean, Patsy was used for years and years by John Ram.
Oh, yes.
Shit, girl.
I don't know.
That's right.
I don't know.
Anything can happen at the Bell House. Could you imagine if John Ramsey walked on stage? Right, that's our
God.
surprise guest is fucking John Ramsey. John Ramsey's here to tell his side of the story. Fucking flip the table.
Fuck, dude.
The torso killer. Fuck.
Go.
In 1980, in New York, but also everywhere else, did you know there was no answering machines? Like they had invented them, and corporations would use them, and like rich people had them, but they weren't actually mass marketed until 1984.
Aww.
Isn't that precious?
So cute.
So if you wanted to call somebody and they weren't home, the phone would just ring and ring and ring. All right. Also, there were payphones everywhere, and they weren't as dirty as they are now. Here in New York, this subway was insanely scary.
Oh, yeah.
They used tokens, and everybody had a knife. I believe Studio 54 was peaking. It was about to close, but it was like peaking just to the point where it was like all the people who still thought cocaine was good for you were having a great time. And then like New Year's Eve, and it was like January 1st, 81, and they were just like, everybody's gonna die.
Yeah.
You could smoke anywhere. You could smoke inside of an operating room. It was the best. There were a shit ton of mimes.
Oh, no.
All right, we're good. that mime was just so pissed off that he fucking...
That mime threw down his drink and fucking stormed out. But silently, he didn't yell. He was just like, drink.
How dare you talk about the quantity of mimes?
Now there's just me. And of course, there was graffiti everywhere, and there was litter everywhere, and also there was a ton of murder. Just a shit ton. Yes, congratulations. So there was a man named Richard Francis Cottingham, and he was 31 years old at this time. He was a computer operator and a valued employee of the Blue Cross Blue Shield in New York.
It's not a plug.
We're getting paid a shit ton of money by Blue Cross.
To not talk about that.
Blue Shield. He was married with 3 children, and he also raped, sodomized, killed, and mutilated 6 sex workers in New York and New Jersey. Congratulations.
What a fun guy.
Yeah.
That was great
Just
storytelling.
a sassy good time.
So I read this article by a guy named Peter Vronsky, and it seemed like he was a writer, but when he tells it, I mean, like, it's a great article, so obviously he's a talented writer, but he was talking about, at the time, he used to run film from Montreal, get it developed in New York City, and then take it back. And you can't just like they don't ever ship like movie film like that. You have to have a guy do it so that nothing happens to the film. So he would come down with the film, and he would get a stipend to get a hotel room for the night and then go back. But of course, he was like a young punk, so he didn't want to spend his money on a hotel room. So he would save the money and like eat. He would go to art openings and eat cheese and drink wine, and then get a hotel room in a really, really seedy hotel. And so this one time he did it, the film took longer than they expected. So he ended up getting kind of stuck in Hell's Kitchen, and it was
back then. No.
Yeah, right? No, thanks. There was it was a hotel on 10th Avenue and in Hell's Kitchen, and he was standing at the elevator one day, and it was taking forever, and he was getting kind of irritated. When it finally opened, there was just like this super bland guy who came out of the elevator holding a bag, and
What?
Why then?
Because something's going to happen.
Oh, right, okay.
I can tell something's going to happen.
Got it. He comes out of the elevator, and his bag touches Peter Vronsky on the leg. But then the guy moves on. He said he looked a little bit sweaty, like he'd just been doing something. Other than that, he was kind of vague, and then he left. So Peter Vronsky goes up to the floor where his hotel room is going to be to check out just how horrible his stay is going to be, because he knows it's going to be bad. And when he gets up there are little pieces of like burned material in the air, and he can smell smoke. It smells like someone burnt hair or something. So, right? Yeah. So as he's walking down the hallway to get to his room, he now starts to see smoke in the hallway, and the smell is starting to get really bad, and you start to realize it's the smell of death. This is not just a normal fire. There's a dead body somewhere. And then, right then, the fire alarms go off, and what happened?
I just looked at
I just
Jamie.
feel like I just got chills. I'm just very invested. Keep going.
He goes back downstairs, and a room was on fire. And when the firemen went in, they found 2 bodies, one on each of the single beds. And when one of the firemen picked the body up and pulled it out into the hallway,
Don't do that.
to do CPR on it, no head, no hands. What did you think was gonna happen?
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Ew.
Oh no.
We
Wait,
are
sorry, did you say
victims
no
advocates.
head, no hands? Is that what you said?
Yes, no
Okay.
head, no hands.
No fucking dental records, no fucking fingerprints.
That's right.
Ooh.
So he, a couple years later, when Richard Cottingham gets caught and his picture is on the news, Peter Vronsky sees his picture and goes, "That's the guy that passed me when he came out of the elevator." And
With the bag?
With the bag with heads in it. And hands.
Oh
Anyway,
my
Merry Christmas.
God. Was it a nice bag? Was it Toomey?
Was it? What's the large brown bag? What's the large brown bag thing?
From Bloomingdale's.
Bloomingdale's.
Oh yeah.
Big brown bag.
Big brown bag.
So
Was it Le Sport Sack?
Was it Goodwill?
guys, I'm about to talk about the dead body.
Please go.
Okay, sorry.
Those missing parts were never found. But their clothes, there was 2 sex workers whose clothes were found neatly folded and put into the bathtub along with their fancy boots.
Weird.
And there was very little blood on the beds. So they don't, and there was very little blood in the room. So they don't understand the method at that point of what happened, where it happened, because it didn't seem possible that he could have gotten all of that taken care of in the room. Also, how did he kill one person and then the other person doesn't make enough noise that somebody knows what's going on? Again, they're in Hell's Kitchen. So through X-rays, they identify Dita Gadzari, who was a 23-year-old sex worker from New Jersey, who was the mother of a 4-month-old baby.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And the other victim was in her late teens, and she has never been identified to this day.
Oh my god.
So,
How the fuck was that look?
so 6 months later, at the Seville Hotel on 29th Street near Madison, he kills a 25-year-old named Jean Rayner. And it was the same exact thing where they go in, they find the dead body, and this time, it's gonna be bad. He cut off her breasts and put them on the headboard before he lit the room on fire. So now we're gonna cut to the Hasbrook Heights Quality Inn. You guys have been there.
The irony of Quality Inn. Anytime the word quality is in the title, it's stark
It's
opposite.
like good enough in.
Yeah.
It's called bed bugs.
Yeah.
So the maid is vacuuming, as they are wont to do, and when she goes to vacuum under the bed, it hits something. And when she lifts up the mattress, it is the disfigured corpse of 19-year-old Valerie Street, who was also a sex worker. Yeah. So essentially, our boy Richard Coddington, what he would do is pick up sex workers, and he would give them a date rape drug, and they would wake up in the hotel with the tape on their mouth, and handcuffed with their hands behind their back. And then basically he would torture them for hours at a time. And they were at these horrible hotels where people would be screaming and no one was doing anything. That's the craziest thing.
That is.
Well, I mean, until he put the tape over their mouths. But he must have, like, the planning of it must have been that they drugged them long enough and then covered it. But
You mind your business in those fucking hotels,
that's
right?
That's exactly right. You don't want to point fingers
No.
when the three are pointing back at you.
Do you remember the movie Big when Tom Hanks becomes big and he goes and stays in the hotel for the first time and it's like this set and he gets like super scared and sad?
It was like Times Square.
I always
Yes.
think it's totally Times Square.
You're 12 and crying,
And you're 12.
but you're also a man.
Well, you're a man boy. Okay.
So, so his next victim was not a sex worker. Sorry, it keeps saying prostitute in this article. It was a 26-year-old radiologist named Marianne Carr, and they think that he knew her in real life, in his weird other life in New Jersey. And she had basically died the same way, and she was found like up against a chain link fence. So it was all kind of the same thing, but it turns out she was just a nurse and a regular person
Like,
in her town.
How would he have found her and known her if he didn't already know her?
Right.
Right?
Yes, and yeah.
Shut up. He wouldn't have, is what I'm saying.
So then, basically, the way he gets caught. Sorry, I should have left Sephora earlier and organized this part better. I can't find the thing. It's on this. The way he gets caught is
Wait for it.
He takes
Wait for it.
he takes a girl back to the same Quality Inn in Hasbrook Heights where the body was found under the bed, and but this time. There were reports of a woman screaming. Finally, someone was paying attention.
Get it together.
And when the cops come in, there's a man trying to calmly walk out as if he doesn't. Yeah, look, I'm just here at the Quality Inn, chilling.
Just on vacay, the Quality Inn.
I just like to come over here and just get my thoughts together at the QI.
They have free Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi's not a thing yet. What are you talking about? It's not a thing.
So basically, the cops get him, and then when they go into the room, they find a girl handcuffed, hysterical, and she's been tortured for a long time. But there's finally a survivor that can tell everybody, this fucking motherfucker that you think is some normal guy that works at Blue Shield Blue Cross is actually this insane serial killer.
Wow.
So when they search Cottingham's home, they find a trophy room containing personal effects from several of the murdered sex workers, and he had actually been arrested twice in the early 70s. That nobody knew about that. That would never come up. And so he had personal things that connected him. There was no way it couldn't have been him. We'll cut to the chase. In May of 1981, he was convicted on 15 felony counts related to the murder of Valerie Street. And he drew a sentence of 173 to 197 years in prison. And then a year later, he was convicted on second-degree murder charges for Marianne Carr, and that added another 20 years to his life. And
that is how sentencing is fucking done.
Yeah.
sorry, I was just reading the last paragraph. Yep, it sure is.
Oh.
It totally, there was just this list of, this is what he was indicted on. This is what the person read in court. Kidnapping, attempted murder, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated sexual assault while armed, aggravated sexual assault while armed. Oh, the first one was rape, the second was sodomy, aggravated a sexual assault while armed, that was fellatio, possession of a weapon, possession of controlled dangerous substances, secobarbital and amobarbital or Tuinol, and possession of controlled dangerous substance, diazepam or Valium.
In other words, he was the total package.
Wow.
That's Richard Cottingham, the torso killer.
Yay!
Okay, we're back. Karen.
We are back.
Want to give us some updates?
Such a horrible, obviously, it's just redundant. This is a true crime podcast. When you describe one story as being horrible and violent, then you just have another story that's horrible and violent, unless you're taking a left turn on our podcast.
How many times have we said this is one of the worst? Like, how many
Every
one of the
time.
worst can there be? A lot. turns
Every
out.
time. It's always like these stories have extreme violence. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a true crime podcast. But this serial killer in particular, it is so cold and calculated and repetitive and insanely violent. It's just like.
Yeah, and the victims were so young and just vulnerable. And yeah.
So Richard Cottingham, the torso killer, remains in prison and he continues to confess to his crimes. So in 2022, he confessed to an additional 5 murders.
Wow.
Those victims were Diane Cusick, 23, Mary Beth Hines, 21, Laverne Moy, 23, Sheila Hyman, 33, Emerita Rosado Nieves, who was 18. And those are just more horrible murders. So he's been found guilty of 17 murders, but he claims to have killed at least 100 women. It's just, he's an animal. It's insanity.
That's one of those ones where like some of them, those killers will brag and like inflate their numbers. But if he's continuing to confess and has like 5 that he can be confirmed to, it's kind of seems believable.
Yes.
You know?
I mean, there's no reason not to believe.
Totally.
It's not the Otis Toole situation where they're just doing it to get out of jail.
Totally.
Okay, now we're going to get into Georgia's story about Imette St. Guillen.
The right piece of furniture can completely change your room.
And your life. It's amazing what one good couch can do for morale.
And that's why there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time. There's no filler. Every item is chosen for its craftsmanship, design, and lasting value.
And with Article's 30-day satisfaction guarantee, you can shop with confidence, knowing that if you're not completely in love with your new furniture, you can easily return it.
I recently needed to replace my old outdoor dining room table and chairs, so of course I went straight to Article. They have the Sarik outdoor dining set. I got it in khaki green. It's such a cute, like minty green. It looks so good in my backyard. I can't wait to have alfresco dinners all summer. You know, we can carve pumpkins on it in fall. It's so beautiful. Article knocked it out of the park once again.
Article's offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye. Grocery shopping seems like it should take 20 minutes.
And then 2 hours later, you're standing at the checkout with a frozen pizza and 6 different types of chips.
Lucky for you, there's Hungry Root.
Hungry Root is like having your own personal shopper and nutritionist all wrapped in one. They'll take care of the weekly grocery shopping and recommend groceries and meals tailored to you.
Once you tell them about your goals and preferences, they fill your cart with personalized recommendations. And those recommendations get smarter as Hungry Root learns more about what you did or didn't like.
Most of Hungry Root's recipes can be made in just 15 minutes or less. You can't get any easier than one pan shakshuka. I've always said that.
Yeah, I love the convenience and also the fact that I don't have to go park anywhere.
Thank God Hungry Root's around to help us shop and help us build really healthy and delicious meals.
For a limited time, get 40% off your first order, plus get a free item in every box for life.
Go to hungryroot.com/MFM and use code MFM.
That's hungryroot.com/MFM, code MFM to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. Goodbye.
Jamie, do you want to go? I would feel weird going last. Do you want to go last?
Sure.
Okay. Is that okay? Because I don't want to wrap it up and then Georgia goes. So let's have Jamie go last.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Do it, yeah.
We cool? Okay.
Totally.
Yeah, okay. All right. And so, okay, I really, this murder's really fucked up, but I got really scared that someone in here knows the victim. Oh. So I apologize. I just apologize constantly. That's basically what I do. Okay. So, Imette St. Guillen. Anyone? No? Okay, good.
Like they're going to say.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's my aunt.
Okay, so Imette was born in Boston, and in 2003, she enrolled in the John Jay College of Criminal Justice, which is a SUNY college in Manhattan. They couldn't come up with anything more than John Jay Criminal Justice College. That I don't know who he is.
John Jay Criminal Justice College. His name is nobody's name.
Let's name a college after that. So she was going to pursue, basically, she's one of us. She was going to pursue a master's degree in criminal justice. So, like, immediately we want to have a drink with her and fucking hang out with her, right? She was one of the top 5% of her class, and she was supposed to graduate in May 2006. And so in February 2006, she goes to celebrate her birthday with her friend Claire. They go out. They're at a nightclub.
It's always a friend, Claire.
Claire, oh
Everyone's
God.
friend is
I'm
named
not
Claire.
saying her last name on purpose because I feel fucking bad for this
Poor
girl.
Claire.
I
Yeah,
really
I mean,
do.
I'm definitely
she
a
tried.
piece of shit
She
for
fucking
saying
tried. So 3:30, which by the way, this fucking 4 a.m. shit, like you can stay out till 4 a.m. in New York. Fuck no. What the fuck? That is a terrible idea.
It is kind of around the witching hour. You've got to be careful.
Like, stay as far away from dawn as possible. You know what I mean?
Party till 11:45 and go home.
Great. But, you know, she's a baby. So they go to a nightclub to celebrate her birthday. And then the Claire's like, let's get the fuck out of here. I called a cab. And then Imette's like, I'm staying out. And they're like, I'm going to burp. Hold on. Then Imette, no.
Those are loyal fans. They're like, let it out, Georgia. Do you?
It's terrible. I don't want this to be me.
It also sounded like a kind of like if somebody wrote out a cartoon burp where it's like,
Yeah.
Like Tim the Toolman Taylor.
That's me. So, like, fucking Claire's like, get in the fucking cab. And Imette's like, nope, bitch, I'm staying out. And, like,
We've all done it. We've all done it.
You always listen to Claire.
And at 3:50, Claire calls her and is like, are you okay? And Imette's like, I'm going to this bar called The Falls. It's at 4 a.m.
You do?
know this one? I heard.
That was a good stage whisper.
Okay, so the next evening, they're like, where the fuck is Imette? Like, she's fucking missing a shit. And so an anonymous caller calls the Brooklyn police and is like, I saw a fucking dead woman's body. Yeah. Does anyone know where Fountain Street and Spring Creek Park is? Nope. Nah, that was a vague whoop. And it turns out that it's fucking Imette St. Guillen. Okay, you guys, this sucks. She's nude and wrapped in a comforter. Her fucking fingernails are broken, showing that she fought as fuck, which, like, get it, girl. No. Hands and feet tied. Sock in her fucking mouth. Like, hair has been cut off. Yeah. Yes. Beaten, sexually assaulted.
That was Vidal Sassoon. How dare!
She's like, what kind of cut? The Rachel?
In that whole list, she's upset about the hair.
Can I go on about how she was fucking murdered?
Yeah,
or do you want me to Stop.
I know. This is the whole problem.
And she died of asphyxiation, and I don't even want to tell you about the fact that it was because she had packing tape wrapped around her poor sweet face. According to the forensic psychologist, the forensic psychologist said that the killer tried to dehumanize her completely. When you hide someone's face, it means that you don't want to see them as a human being. You want to pretend they're just an object. And hair cutting, too, I think, is part of that, right? Where it's like, it's something aggressively male to cut a woman's hair, which sounds so stupid, but, like, I think when you're a fucking murderer, it's true. Yes? No?
Yeah.
Thoughts? Feelings?
Well, it's also a weird thing because it's like, he's like, I want to murder humans, but, like, I don't want to murder a human. It's like, what? Make up your mind.
Yeah.
Fucking shifty weirdo.
I want to murder humans, but I also like to cut hair.
Okay, so the last time that Imette had been seen, she was with one of the bouncers at this bar called The Falls, and this bartender had been asked to escort her out of this bar before closing, and then another bouncer saw her talking to her in front of the bar. So the dude, the bouncer was an ex-con, had spent more than 12 years in prison for drug possession and robbery, and he was on parole, which means he shouldn't have gotten a fucking job, but they didn't do any background checks on him. He wasn't a licensed security guard. Staying out past curfew was a parole violation. Like, he shouldn't have fucking been hired. Okay, but the dude who owned the fucking bar whose name was Dorian, he said that he didn't see her, he didn't know who she was, and later admitted that he knew who she was, and he said he didn't want to get involved because years earlier, his father's bar had suffered poor publicity and lawsuits after a patron was murdered. A different bar. Guess what fucking bar it is? Guess what fucking murder is?
The one
Guess
uptown,
what?
the Upper East Side
There
one.
is Preppy
Dorian's.
murders. The fucking Preppy murders.
Yeah.
What the fuck are the chances?
Sorry.
Wait,
the guy
so
that owns the falls, his
Dorian's-
father owned Dorian's
Red hand, right? Red hand. Dorian's red hand, right? Which we've
They're
covered.
just yelling all kinds of stuff.
If you've listened to this for a
I've
little
been
bit.
to that bar.
Have you really?
I have. I was very sad there.
It sounds sad.
Preppy guys don't hit on me. Anyways, it's my own struggle. Let's go back to the girl who died.
You should be glad about not getting hit on at that fucking bar. Okay, so the owner is the fucking same dude. Yeah, crazy, right? So the bouncer, whose name now, okay, I'm gonna say his name is Daryl Littlejohn. His basement apartment is searched in Queens, and carpet fibers are found that match her on the adhesive tape. Blood and skin matching Littlejohn's DNA are found on the plastic ties, and also from a snow brush found next to the body. So, like, I don't know how he bled. I heard something about, like, a nosebleed, but I'm like, why would you get a fucking nosebleed? Like, I don't understand how that happens.
Yeah, you're like a murderer, but you're also like kind of a geek. You're like,
Yeah, like,
Who
or
knows?
a cokehead. She scratched the shit out of your face.
Oh,
Okay.
cokehead actually makes sense.
Oh, yeah, that
Cokehead
does
makes
make way
sense. If
more
you're a
sense.
bouncer, I'm so sorry, bouncers, and especially like in 2006, you're a fucking cokehead.
Careful, careful.
Hey. Okay. So, whoa, da-da-da-da, bunch of old shits found on the DNA. It fucking matches as fuck. And then additional evidence. And they like ping the fucking towers, which is like the new DNA, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? And then traces of GHB were found in her system, which is not a punk band. It's a date rape drug. So the fucking bar owner says, like, I don't know, I didn't see her. And then he later says he didn't want to get involved. But a bunch of people were like, he has ties, his family has ties to Rudy Giuliani. So a lot of people are like, this is actually the killer, but he's got it covered up. And he was being framed, and the other dude was being framed to protect Rudy Giuliani's family, who was like running for shit at the time. Okay, so don't say what. It makes me feel like I'm fucking up. Don't say what. Okay, so no,
We can hear every word you say.
know, really good. Okay, all right. They had gotten poor publicity after the fucking Dorian's red hand, and then. Okay, so Okay, so finally Dorian admits what he saw that night. And here, ready for a fucking piece of shit? Okay. He says, there was a young lady sitting at the bar who didn't want to leave. I told her it was time to leave, and she said, I'll leave when I'm finished with my drink, says fucking Imette, which is like, yes, girl. And then he says, either finish it or I'm going to pour it out. And so she finishes it. Then he says she was just getting up to leave, and I told Daryl Littlejohn, to escort her out. Which is like, call a fucking cab. You've never done any fucking background check on this dude. Like, you don't know who this person is, and you're sending her out in the fucking world as a drunk person.
Well, it's
So-
the bouncer, though. To them, they're just like, send him out with the bouncer.
Yeah. I mean, I would trust a bouncer. I would ask a
think you
bouncer to walk
implicitly
me to my
trust
car.
Bouncers.
Yes.
Yes. That's what sucks about it.
They're not drinking. They're fucking big and
kind of
nice.
they're the
They've got broad
overlords,
shoulders.
Yes.
They're very
Yes.
cool. Like,
Trustworthy shoulders.
They're
Yes.
fucking low-key individuals that sit on stools
Yeah,
and just
like, they
make
don't wanna
small
be
talk. They
there,
have a
and then
little
they're there.
flashlight.
They're
I'm
like,
like, bunch of
you can
drunk
go in.
dickheads that they have to fucking do it. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, I get it. So the other bouncer named Tim said that Imette was slurring her words and that she had been slumped over at the bar, but then he was just like, bye, and like walked in the other direction. Like, he just left them. And then Dorian said that he saw Imette and Littlejohn fighting outside. Okay, so he gets arrested. He gets fucking charged with all this shit. And then his defense attorney says that Dorian, the fucking bar owner, might have been the real killer, and that maybe Littlejohn was fucking bringing women back to the club to like as a thing, but it's like clearly not.
So they like float a conspiracy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't seem unlikely with the things I've heard about Dorian's red hand.
Yeah, but he also said he told police that he had been banged up after a quarrel with his girlfriend a couple days after her body was found. It's like, why are you beat up? Right? That's like the first thing you look for.
Yeah.
Okay, so they never investigated him. Okay, so the bar closes, it loses its liquor license, and Little John is sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. Okay, so the judge says not one of these people spared a thought to the wisdom of sending an intoxicated young woman out into the deserted streets of Manhattan at 4 a.m. If only one of them had the common decency to call a taxi, we might not be there here in this courtroom, which is like so fucking true, right? Like you're responsible at that point.
It is true. It's super true.
It's very, very true.
True.
If you're gonna own a bar and not take responsibility for a lone woman slumped at a bar and just send her out.
Well, and the other thing is that it's that thing of like being overserved or did you drink too much?
Right.
Like if you go to a bar, you have to be careful. And I think, it's just that thing of like, you can't just trust the bouncer. You can't just trust that other people will take care of you. It'd be nice, but it might not happen.
And whether or not the bouncer just walks her out and lets her leave, like he might not be a murderer, but he also, the bar owner, the bartender should be aware of that she's being at least somewhat taken care of. And she could be fucking drugged, and we don't know that. Like it's so easy these days. Watch your drinks, you guys.
Also the funny thing is like, and these days then you're super drunk and they watch you get into an Uber, which is a car that a stranger is driving.
Yeah.
Like who knows who that fucking guy is?
It's just organized hitchhiking.
Oh my God. Oh, that was great.
It's true.
Where is this female-only Uber we've been promised? I keep hearing about it, and I fucking want it.
Did you make that up?
No, it's a thing. There's like it's supposed to be like women driving women only. And like, or like if you're a woman and you're with a dude, it's okay, but you have to be a woman. And it's women drivers. Good night.
Huh.
Okay.
I'm not on, I need to get on that email chain.
Well, you don't need to because it's not, I've heard about it for 2 years and it's not happening.
Oh, okay.
But it should be.
All right. So let that dream go?
Let it go.
Okay.
Let it go. We're gonna get, okay. So then while he's being fucking arrested and tried, another woman comes forward because she sees his fucking face on TV and is like, that's the dude who fucking dressed like a police officer, handcuffed me, and fucking sexually assaulted me. They linked the DNA. It was him. He was a fucking repeat sex assault.
Serial rapist?
Yep, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Another fucking woman's like, that dude fucking did that to me. And then, and she said that, this other woman said that he wrapped her face up almost exactly like he did to this poor fucking baby girl, Imette. Okay, so the good news of all of that is that in 2007, New York enacted a law requiring security cameras at the entrances and exits of all the 200 nightclubs that held a cabaret license, which is so charming.
Just like jazz hands.
Yeah.
If you're doing jazz hands, you got to get that
Using
camera.
a stool as a prop.
It almost makes you think like that they have clean bathrooms and you fucking know they don't.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't call it a cabaret and it's like graffiti bathrooms with no fucking thing.
My parents owned a rock club, and they had something in Dallas, Texas, where I grew up, and they had a thing called a dance hall license, and I always thought it was so funny to call it a dance hall because it's like you a fucking gore, you know, like literally like spraying like fake semen and blood on the audience, and it's like we've got a dance hall. It's like no,
Come on down to the dance hall.
It's a
CBGB
semen
was a dance
hangout.
hall, and then
Sorry to say semen hangout.
no, we have to say it once every episode, or it doesn't happen. So they have to have fucking videos, and the club owners agreed to a voluntary guidelines. So they scan all of the identifications, like they know who comes in and out, and they have to screen them for fucking weapons, which has never happened to me in my life when I've gone into it. Has that happened to you? I mean, look at
I get patted down all the time.
Yeah.
I really do.
And they also have to provide more care in dealing with intoxicated female patrons who are alone, which is great. So, and then Boston did the same thing. And then also John Jay College of Criminal Justice, they started an Imette St. Guillen scholarship for second-year students at the college. And and then they've also created a Spirit of Imette Foundation intended to support education for underprivileged children. And then that motherfucker, Daryl Littlejohn, is in jail forever. Prison forever. Thank fucking God.
That was nice. That was a good ending.
Thank you.
That was a real up ending.
That's the shitty Little John, not the fun one that says, yeah.
Yeah.
Little John.
Isn't that what he does? Am I good? Is that right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. It's not that one. It's not that one.
Okay, we're back, Georgia. Are there updates to this case?
This case just really hits you because we've all been in situations like that. I think every woman who was in the Bell House that night has experienced a similar situation where,
Sure.
you know, I'm really glad they changed the law to be like, you need to look out for drunk women and like, can't just kick them out of your bar.
Right.
That's just not how you do it. So there are no case updates. However, just a little note that rapper Lil Jon has continued to thrive since 2016.
That's right. Don't worry about Little John. He's fine.
Right. And then this is a 3-story episode. How exciting is that?
And also how ill-planned. What were we doing? Why would we? Yeah, everybody
So
bring a story and we'll have a 3-hour show.
And then Jamie totally defied us by just saying, I'm not doing a New York murder. Goodbye.
She's like, I'm doing my favorite, the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's time for our guest Jamie Lee's story about Dee Dee Blanchard.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Man, here we go.
I know.
Chapter
you,
guys.
three.
I really appreciate the support. It's a lot of press, you know. It's a lot of press.
Yeah.
Got these two experts.
Yeah.
It sounded sarcastic. It was 100% not. You both told me that I should do. You're like, oh, we're doing a show in New York, so maybe do a New York murder, and I didn't. I just straight up was like, no.
I do what I want. I'm Jamie Lee.
Because
It's loose.
I thought about the title of the podcast is My Favorite Murder, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be on it, so I want to do what is legitimately right now my very favorite murder. So without further ado, this is the murder of Dee Dee Blanchard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good.
Oh, man, it gets so good. Okay, so on June 14th, 2015, in Springfield, Missouri, 48-year-old Dee Dee was found dead in her home, covered in stab wounds. Why? How? Who would do such a thing? I will let you know very shortly. Okay, so here's the deal. Dee Dee Blanchard, she was described as a quote-unquote large, affable-looking person, which she reinforced by dressing in bright, cheerful colors. She had, this is a real fun detail.
Do you ever think
please.
think about, I think my greatest fear is to find out how people describe me. I never ever want to know. I don't
100%.
care. But God for fucking bid. Large, affable, bright, cheery colors.
Please.
I mean,
I would, if
never
I
leave
heard
the
that
house
about
again.
myself, I'd be like, oh, please just murder me, because I don't want to know that detail.
Someone once told me in junior high, like, they said I had mousy brown hair. And it changed my fucking hair.
right. Yeah.
Hence the fucking bob. You can't have mousy hair when you have a fucking
Mousy. I don't understand that
shitty?
descriptor. What does that even mean?
Well, the bitch who told me that someone said that clearly was a fucking cunt. Right?
Is what that means. That's what it means. That's what it means.
Here's another horrifying detail. She had curly brown hair she liked to hold back with ribbons.
Oh, it's
like
like cheer
good.
squad, dude.
Yeah, like
never
she's at the
good.
Ren Fair.
Just
But every day?
Woven throughout her braid crown. Eating a turkey leg. Okay, Dee Dee could make friends quickly and inspire deep devotion in people. She did not have a job, but instead served as a full-time caretaker for her daughter, Gypsy Rose, who was her disabled teenage daughter. So she didn't have a job. She was just a caretaker for Gypsy Rose.
I'm busy. That's what she said.
I would just like to say that when I was little, my grandmother, who apparently was a flapper, used to, I was kind of a nudist when I was young, so I'd like get out of the bathtub and I would just run around the house. I thought it was really funny, and it would like everyone would yell and chase me, and it was a good way to get attention. And my grandma, anytime I did something like that, my grandma would go, "Look at you, it's Gypsy Rose Lee," because she was a famous stripper.
Yes, she was a 1920s vaudeville star turned stripper, and she was also the inspiration for the Broadway show Gypsy. Fun fact, Dee Dee didn't even know that.
Oh.
She just liked the name Gypsy Rose.
No.
She didn't even know that she's like, oh, my stripper daughter. No, she didn't even know. She didn't even know. She just was like, those words go together well.
So it's like naming your daughter like Tawny on the Pole. I mean, like that's a stripper
I just
name.
think On the Pole is a really beautiful
That is a gorgeous
middle name.
On the Pole.
On the Pole. Okay, so that's Dee Dee Blanchard, our murder victim. Her daughter, Gypsy Rose, let me tell you a little bit about her. She was small, frail, and pale for a 19-year-old. She wore big glasses, was confined to a wheelchair, had a feeding tube, no hair, was missing several teeth, and spoke with a childlike voice. Okay, I know. Hold on. So if you asked Dee Dee what was wrong with her daughter, she would list off lots of ailments. Chromosomal, that is a word. Chromosomal defects, muscular. I don't know what that means, but okay. Chromosomal defects, muscular dystrophy, epilepsy, eye problems, and also Gypsy had leukemia as a toddler. Okay.
So many things.
Dee Dee said that Gypsy had, quote unquote, the mind of a 7-year-old, and that's why she was homeschooled for her whole life, because she would not thrive in a normal public school setting.
I mean, that's all of us. Am I wrong?
Yeah. I know. I'm like, who's well-adjusted?
Who thrives at public school?
Yeah.
No one. So they were in Springfield, Missouri, and like everyone else around them in the neighborhood, Dee Dee and Gypsy's house had been built by Habitat for Humanity. It had amenities for Gypsy, such as a ramp up to the door, a jacuzzi tub to help with Gypsy's muscles. And this is a weird detail. Since Gypsy was too sick to ever go out, Dee Dee would project movies on the side of the house for other people in the neighborhood to come and see, and then she would charge a small fee because she was like, it's cheaper than a multiplex, and then the proceeds would go to Gypsy's treatments.
She charged a small fee for the movie, but the popcorn was still $14.
She's like, it's still $5 Dasani. I hope that's okay. It's very worth it. It's very delicious water.
Can I pay for that jacuzzi? Because that sounds fucking nice.
I know. So Dee Dee had told one of the neighbors, a woman named Amy, I'm sorry, guys, I'm like, can't speak. Okay. A woman named Amy Pinniger, that she and Gypsy moved from Louisiana to Springfield, Missouri, because back in Louisiana, Gypsy's grandfather would put cigarettes out on her, and that Gypsy's dad was no longer in the picture because he was an alcoholic disaster. So all of the neighbors felt terrible for them, totally sympathized, empathized, loved them, and thought they were like the sweetest people they had ever met and wanted to do anything they could to help the family. Which is why
Red flag.
On June 14th, 2015, it was such a shock when a post went up under Dee Dee and Gypsy's shared Facebook account.
What do we
do? No. What do we do? We're sharing Facebook? Fuck no.
Disgusting.
Get your own.
Red flags abound.
Get your goddamn own.
Problems.
Yeah.
Serious ones.
Okay, so a post went up on the Facebook that was very alarming. It said, "The bitch is dead," in all caps, okay? Okay, so then friends...
Which bitch?
Okay, friends began to comment, obviously. They were like, "We've never heard you talk like that, Gypsy." I guess they just assumed it's Gypsy. They're like, "We've never heard you talk like that. Oh my God, you must have been hacked. Maybe we should call the police." As comments flooded the page, another post went up. Okay, it said, and I quote, I fucking slashed that fat pig and raped her sweet, innocent daughter. Her scream was so fucking loud, LOL. Anyway, so the police got a search warrant and they went in the house and they found Dee Dee Blanchard face down on her bed, covered in stab wounds, and concluded that she'd been dead for several days. And Gypsy was missing, okay? And all of the neighbors thought Gypsy was likely dead too, because without the care of her mother, how could she even function? Like, she's so dependent on her mother's care. There's no way that she could survive on her own. Okay. But then, remember our friend Amy Penniger, the neighbor? Well, her daughter, Aaliyah, had some info. She was like a big sister to Gypsy, but unfortunately, they were rarely alone together, as Gypsy's mother was always by her side and very overprotective. So when Gypsy wanted to have real talk and confide in Aaliyah, it was through a secret Facebook account under the name Emma Rose. And Aaliyah told the cops that Gypsy had met a guy named Nicholas Godejohn on a Christian singles site.
Quality men. I'm kidding. You probably are.
There's so many things I want to talk about.
I know. This case is so loaded.
This is an insanely problematic episode.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
every direction
Yes.
it's problematic.
Okay, so she met Nicholas Godejohn on a crystal. Sorry, guys.
On a crystal meth
Christian.
site.
I had like half a Red Bull vodka, and I'm like, woo! Okay,
That's all I've had,
on
too.
a Christian single site, she had been communicating with him for 2 years and was totally in love with him. Okay, so the police put a trace on those Facebook posts, and the IP address linked to Nicholas Godejohn's house in Wisconsin. The police went there, and it was a quick surrender. Nicholas came out of the house, and Gypsy walked out after him. Not wheeled out, but walked out.
It's a miracle.
What the so many fucks?
Christmas miracle.
It's a Christian dating site miracle.
It's plenty of fish. Is that a
But
thing?
those fish don't have feet because evolution ain't real.
Not real.
Okay. All right, so it turned out, guys, that in fact Gypsy hadn't used a wheelchair from the moment she left her house a few days earlier. She didn't need a fucking wheelchair. She could walk just fine. There was nothing wrong with her muscles, and she had no medication or oxygen tank. She's fine. Her head had simply been shaved all of her life to make her appear ill. It was all a fraud, she told the police. All of it. Every last bit. Her mother had made her do it. Dee Dee Blanchard had Munchausen by proxy.
Oh, yes.
Everyone's favorite thing.
A classic disease.
Just how Munchausen.
I wrote here,
the best.
I wrote here, Munchausen by proxy is the cheaper clothing line by designer Proxy. Proxy is at Barney's. Munchausen is at Kohl's.
Jamie's cracking up at her own hilarious joke.
Wait.
This is why she was like, "Can we have Jamie Lee on?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, we can have Jamie Lee as a guest."
You put on the shirt and you're like, I don't know, I feel kind of sick. And the shirt is poisoning you
I
slowly.
feel like I want to hurt my baby when I wear
this
this.
shirt is making me feel crazy.
Does everyone know what Munchausen by proxy is?
Oh.
Okay.
Don't
For
even.
anyone who is listening, just a quick sentence. MBP is a mental health problem in which a caregiver makes up or causes illness in a person under his or her care. And it is a form of child abuse or elder abuse. Okay, so the couple posted to Facebook because Gypsy felt guilty and she wanted the police to find her mother's body sooner. Gypsy was in the closet while Nicholas was stabbing her, and Gypsy also reportedly tried to clean up some of the blood with baby wipes after the killing. So
The cleanupping of the blood is what I was going to say.
Yes.
It's such a weird, like, you're going to kill someone. Why would you, like, cleaning it up is such a personal thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, that means you're caretaking.
Yes, and also with baby wipes. That's just dumb.
oh yeah, so inefficient.
And
I
also,
mean-
it's stupid.
I mean, it's just stupid.
It's stupid.
It's stupid idiot.
I mean, come on, we all know Bronny is the quicker picker.
That was a plug.
She'll be at the Stress Factory in October.
I don't know why that makes me laugh. Okay. Right. So Okay, so sentencing. Nick Godejohn is still awaiting a trial, but Gypsy pled guilty to second-degree murder as Nick is the one who did the stabbing.
Did he admit to that? Do we know if he's
he did. No, he did. He admitted to it,
okay.
yeah. And she is eligible for parole in 7 years.
And here she
Rolls out, then stands up.
Oh my God! My favorite Munchausen.
Oh my God. Oh my God. She's like Gene Wilder and Willy Wonka. Yes. She just like does a flip. She's like, just fucking with ya. Zing. I have a chocolate fountain. Okay, so just to clue you guys in, Gypsy had been texting with Nicholas for years. They had been communicating through this like secret account. And the crazy thing is Nick had no history of violence. The only thing he did have on his record was he was caught masturbating in McDonald's in 2013.
We all do. It's no big deal.
I get it. Those fries make me horny too.
That's never been caught. That's the only difference.
Oh, sorry.
You know what?
Wait,
when the McRib comes back.
Oh, wait, go ahead.
It's a reason to celebrate the McRib.
I just want to say, I don't know if he was masturbating, but he was definitely watching porn in McDonald's.
Sorry, what's this?
Very different. It's almost worse.
Yeah, you're not jerking off. You're just like, this is my chosen entertainment. It's like, finish the job, Nick. Anyways. So how did Dee Dee scam everybody for so long? It's pretty interesting.
People are stupid.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. Dee Dee did work for a little bit as a nurse's aide, so she had a knack for remembering medical terminology and spitting it back. Not only did she fool doctors, though, she also fooled charities. They got free flights from a volunteer. Fuck.
Volunteer.
What is happening to my mouth and my brain?
No, this is normal.
A
This is called My Favorite
volunteer
Murder. This is how we do it.
pilots organization. They also stayed at a lodge for cancer patients, and I don't know what that is. Ronald McDonald? I don't know. It's like a lodge. And then also got free trips to Disney World.
Oh, fuck
Here's
that.
where it gets fucking real dark, guys. The abuse that Gypsy incurred over her life, here are some of the things her mother made her do. Her mother had her salivary glands injected with Botox, then removed them because her mother complained that she drooled too much. She also had her eyes operated on because of quote-unquote weakness. She had a feeding tube implanted. And the reason that she was missing teeth was because her mother made her take seizure medication, and it made her teeth fall out.
That she didn't need.
She didn't need anything. She's perfectly healthy. So there were 2 instances. Well, there was probably more than 2 instances, but there were 2 that I researched of doctors being like, what's going on here? But then nothing came to fruition, which is very sad. In 2007, a pediatric neurologist named Dr. Flasterstein asked Gypsy to stand up, and she did with no problem. And then he told Dee Dee, like, oh, she should be walking. But then he didn't report it as abuse. But he was suspicious, and now he's apparently, like, very mad at himself for never reporting it, because he was kind of
Damn
onto
you,
it.
Flasterstein, he says every night.
Yeah.
He can't look himself in the
He was
in the
flastered.
scene.
Flustered. Okay, stop talking, Jamie, but keep talking. Finish
Keep
the
talking,
story.
Jamie.
Okay, in 2009, someone made an anonymous call to the Springfield Police Department to do a quote-unquote wellness check on Gypsy, where the police said, so the police went to the house, and they spoke to Dee Dee, and they're like, why are there so many different names and addresses for you and Gypsy? Because Dee Dee would frequently change her first name, her last name. I think it was like, I read something where it was like, sometimes she'd be like Claudine, and then she'd be like Dee, and then she was Dee Dee. Like, she was always kind of making these small tweaks to her first and last name.
I feel like that call was coming from inside the house.
Yeah. And Dee Dee said that the reason she did that was because she was trying to avoid an abusive ex-husband. More on that in just a minute. Dee Dee changed her, I already said that. Okay, cool. So this is fucking crazy. So when Gypsy went to prison, she told the police she was only 19, but she was actually 23. Yeah, okay, so she didn't know her own age because of her mother's disgusting brainwashing. Okay, also, Gypsy's father, his name's Rod. Rod was not a psycho alcoholic deadbeat. He always sent $1,200 a month in child support for Gypsy and visited on occasion. He had his own family and he still was like in touch with them and trying to help them. I didn't write this down, so I just want to say for Corrections Corner, there might be some corrections. But so Rod impregnated Dee Dee when he was only, I believe, 17 years old, and she was like 24. And so he was just like, I like don't love you. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry I got you pregnant. And like it was just kind of this mistake. And then they ended up breaking up, and then she ended up having the baby. And like he moved on and had his own family, but he still was like paying for her. Like he wasn't not assuming responsibility. I don't fully know the ins and outs of Rod and the relationship with the family, but I do know that financially he was paying what he needed to pay.
Wow.
Cool. So this is where it gets, this is actually how it kind of becomes, there's a sort of a nice ending to this story.
That's fun.
I mean, relatively speaking, don't cream your pants, hold on. So Gypsy, I know, I've never said that out loud and I just did now. It's first time for everything. So Gypsy in prison is actually, she claims that she is feeling freer than she ever did under her mother's care. And
dude, you're not fucking in a wheelchair for fixes.
Yeah, your mom's not standing behind you all the time.
Yeah,
right.
Pulling
So
your fucking teeth out.
Michelle Dean is a journalist, and she wrote this really amazing article about this story for BuzzFeed. And she went to visit Gypsy in prison and said that she speaks beautifully. She is very eloquent. She is not, quote unquote, slow in the least. And this was a quote from I guess Gypsy told this to Michelle. Michelle said, she wants people to know that this wasn't a situation where a girl killed her mom to be with her boyfriend. This was a situation of a girl trying to escape abuse. In prison, she's hoping to join all sorts of programs and to help people. She wants to write a book to help others in her situation.
It's called Orange is the New Black.
Yeah. And then this is the last quote from Gypsy. I think she, referring to Dee Dee, her mom, I think she would have been the perfect mom for someone that was actually sick, but I'm not sick. There's that big difference. Yeah. Can I just tell you one last thing?
Please do.
So I just started looking. I tried to find like YouTube clips of different neighbors and stuff being like outraged, and one woman had like one of those like Nancy Grace level like thick accents where she's like, oh my God, you know. She literally, because all the neighbors were so blindsided. They were like, whoa, what's happening? She's not sick. I thought this girl was sick. And then one of the girls goes, her name is not Blanchard. It's Blanchard. She added the E.
She just wants her movie night money back, I feel like.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
That's a woman who paid too much for the neighborhood movie. That's hilarious. That was great, Jamie. Awesome. Thanks, guys. She nailed that shit. One more time for Jamie Lee, everybody.
We love you.
I love you. You guys, you know what we're going to say now. Stay sexy.
Don't get murdered.
Thank you.
Okay, we're back. And of course, you know this story well at this point.
We all do, yeah. So here, we'll give updates together. Gypsy Rose served 8 years in prison. She was released in December of 2023. And then she went on a media tour sharing her experience with the world. There's been backlash for her social media presence. It's a whole conversation that, of course, everybody on every side of the true crime audience has an opinion about. Gypsy ended up deleting her social media accounts at the recommendation of her parole officer, which I think is good for everyone. If you could please listen to your parole officer and just get off the internet.
If you're going to listen to anyone, don't let it be the internet. Let it be your parole officer, unless your parole officer is an influencer.
Oh, God. Could you imagine?
No, my God. I think we're all rooting for her to like live a nice, happy life, right? That's kind of the consensus.
Absolutely.
And she is living a much quieter life. And on December 28th, 2024, which is the anniversary of her prison release, Gypsy welcomed her daughter, Aurora, her first child, with her boyfriend, Ken Erker. So congratulations to her.
Nice. Also, the writer who wrote the BuzzFeed article about Gypsy Rose is a woman named Michelle Dean. And since that reporting, she became the co-creator, producer, and the writer of the first season of Hulu's The Act, which is the Patricia Arquette as Dee Dee Blanchard, Joey King as Gypsy limited series. So that's very cool.
So awesome. We love to hear that. That show was so good. Patricia Arquette, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
the greatest.
Legend. Congratulations. Or great job, Michelle.
Yeah, great job. You killed it. And then let's see this episode. Oh, so now we can talk about what we would name it if we could even think of a better name than Live at the Bell House. I don't know.
No. I mean, it just says everything you need to know. But if we were naming it today based on something from the episode, perhaps we'd call it, I think this is something that you have always loved, wireless Janet Jackson mics.
Obsessed.
It's your dream.
My favorite thing, you know, a lot of people have vision boards and they have like houses and, you know, France. Not me. I just have Janet Jackson from the Control tour. That's
Karen,
someday.
What if it's just
there.
all 90s electronics and like there's a fucking, there's a Discman and there's a fucking headphone and what else is there? A mood ring for some reason.
Yep. There's a really short black jean jacket. We're doing this. Oh, also I say at the end, which is so perfect. It's like talking about that, the dawning awareness of what we're doing and how we're doing it, is I actually say at the end of this show is so problematic, which is really funny.
You know, I think it's because we were slowly doing it in front of people and realizing that the reactions were so different than not having any in your, or Steven in the apartment, you know?
Yes.
We're like,
that there is, there's actually like, this sounds like something, you know, I talk about with my sister all the time. It's like the way we grew up, especially me, the youngest in a 70s family where latchkey kids and no one was paying attention. I just never thought I was being heard ever. I never thought I was being listened to. What I said didn't matter. What I did didn't matter.
You could say whatever you wanted.
You can say, and who's going to pay attention? And then you get into who's paying attention. They're like, or whatever, where you're like, oh, that's not what we're trying to do. And
well, maybe that's why you just started stand-up comedy. So fucking you could be under a spotlight and people would listen to you, finally.
Finally.
It worked. You did it. And we did it. Yay. Thank you guys.
Did it.
You did it too. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of Rewind. We appreciate you.
Yes, we do. And stay sexy.
And don't get murdered. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
Hey, everybody. Here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
The kids are back in school. Now it's your turn to head back to the beach.
During Cheap Caribbean's Back to Beach sale, save $200 site-wide on vacation packages of 4 nights or more with code 200BEACH.
Trade school drop-offs for beach walks, lunch boxes for beach bars, and your daily routine for adults-only relaxation.
Use code 200BEACH and get more beach for less money.
Book your beach vacay today at cheapcaribbean.com. Goodbye.
Hey. There's always a point in the day when your feet decide they've had enough.
Luckily, there's Reef.
You may know Reef for their ridiculously comfortable sandals, but they aren't stopping there. The women's Neptune has everything you could ever want in a sneaker.
The Neptune is a lightweight, everyday slip-on shoe with a crush-back heel, so you can wear it traditionally or step on the heel and wear it like a slide.
Lightweight, breathable, and easy to wear, the Neptune is the everyday shoe your feet have been waiting for.
The Neptune makes me so freaking happy because my whole life I've been yelled at for crushing the heel of my foot. foot because I want every shoe to be a slide, every shoe. And they actually make them that way. And it makes me so happy. Plus, they're super comfortable, they're light, and they're really cute.
So check out the Neptune on reef.com and redeem 15% off your first purchase.
Goodbye.